Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? I hope you are all in the best condition and may our God protect us from the spreading of COVID-19 outbreak. Well, I'm so delightful here with you as your partner for sharing knowledge, especially in learning English. And I would like to introduce myself so we will know each other and bind good and mutual relationship. Yes, that's my name, Budi. It's a familiar name in Indonesia, and my full name is Budi Arianto. I live in Depok, and it is familiar place nowadays. I graduated from University of Budi Luhur, Jakarta, major in computer science, and now I'm still doing research for my magister program at Jakarta State University or UNJ. So I do hope that you could participate to respond my questionnaire. I have several certificates of course, internal and international, such as Basic English Instructor course at Pusbasa Kemhan in 2011, KIBI Study in Australia Preparation at Pusbasa Kemhan in 2012, BALIC or Basic American Language Instructor course at DLIELC Lakeland Air Force Base, San Antonio, Texas, United States of America in 2014, International Purchaser and Training in Ohio, United States of America in 2017, and the last workshop of English at Pusbasa Kemhan in 2018. I'm also interested in electronics, computer, that's because of my education background, total quality management, and of course, English. Oh, what is this? You can guess what? Behind the vertical line? Yes, this is actually a face or a picture of a face, but if you can guess, you can tell me later. Well, our reference book for our lessons is LC Book 7. The materials is all chapters from chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last chapter for reviewing. And the objective is student will be able to mention new vocabularies clearly, like a diamond. No, I mean like a crystal, because diamond is very expensive. And then understand how to construct sentences and use it in conversation and writing. Due to the spreading of coronavirus 19, so we cannot direct contact each other. So from the learning process, we use distant or electronic learning. There are many digital platforms that can support distant or electronic learning process through the internet, such as Zoom, Moodle, Edmodo, and many others. But now we use some platforms like WhatsApp, YouTube, Google Form, and Google Classroom. Student Center is the methodology that I choose because I think the Student Center is the best method. The purpose is to shift the focus of instruction from teacher to student to develop learner autonomy and independence. So every student has to be active and play a role in learning process based on their need and interest. And the curriculum development is contextual and applied, because this is my concept that I think will be met with the organization needs and also for the personnel itself. Related with the student center method. So I make group of work class that what I mean is you will have a project. So I ask the senate or the chief of the senate to make the group of the class. Then what is the job of the senate is first divide members into 5 groups. The group is for group 1 to 4 have 5 members each, and then group 5 has only 4 members, and each group should be diverse in rank, gender, and skill. What should you do as a member of group 1 to 4? This is the task description. 1. Each group should be responsible for each chapter. For example, group 1 should be responsible for chapter 1. Group 2 should be responsible for chapter 2, etc. And number 2, responsibility of group members. Members 1 or M1 should make mind mapping and list of new vocabularies. Member 2 describes grammar rules. Member 3 create dialogue. Member 4 compile material in PowerPoint. And member 5 make evaluation quiz that consists only 10 questions. How about for group 5? This is the task description. 1. Group 5 acts as a host or moderator, and then responsibility of group members, because group 5 just only has 4 members. So for member 1 should be compiling whole list of new vocabularies. Member 2 compile whole grammar rules. Member 3 compile whole mind mapping. And the last, member 4 compile 40 questions that you take from group 1 to group 4 in one quiz. Example, this is mind mapping of ALC book 7, and this mind mapping represent of the test of group 5, because this is the whole mind mapping that is compiling from 4 groups. The center mind mapping, it said LC book 7, and then chapter 1 the spread the tasks like making new vocabulary list, and then describing grammar rules, and then reviewing 10 questions, and the other member is make dialogue. So it is also available for chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, and chapter 5. Next example is making a list of new vocabularies. In this slide I make example the list of new vocabularies refer to chapter 1. In the chapter 1 the book is discussing about the basic shapes, and there are some new vocabularies in the basic shapes like line, curve, circle, triangle, square, and rectangle. Beside all of these texts, You should also record the voice and how to pronounce it correctly, and then after recording you should submit to my oh, our WhatsApp group or through our Google Classroom. See, for example, you have to say line. It's made of straight group of dots that has limitation in length. Then second, curve. It's a bent line that has limitation in length. Circle. It's a round that has no limit in length. Triangle. It has three sides and sometimes each or all sides has or have the same length. Square. It has the same four lengths sides. Rectangle. It has four sides that two of them have the same length. I made the grammar rules for chapter 4. This is I describe the grammar rules about the adverb of frequency. You know that adverb of frequency is used to rate how many times an action occurs, and it can only apply in simple present tense, of course. And usually the adverb of frequency puts in a sentence before the main verb, but sometimes it is also putting in the front or in the back of the sentence. And how about the probability level? Yes, this is the list of the probability level based on the percentage, so we will know and understand how to use it. For the probability level is 100%, we just only use always. For example, he always studies every night, so it means that he will study every night, all the day, or I mean all week. And the second 90%, we just use usually as represent of the level of probability 90%. For example, they usually play badminton on Saturday. And for 70%, we use often. Example, she often brings meal to her boyfriend in lunchtime. So it means that she just only sometimes bring meal to her boyfriend in lunchtime, not every time. And next 50% for sometimes. For example, we sometimes swim on the beach in the weekend. And 10% for seldom. I seldom play basketball on Friday. And 5% for rarely. I rarely drink wine because it is prohibited. It means that I almost do not drink wine because it is prohibited, but I drink maybe once atau one time wine. And 0% only for never. Example, you never come to my house. It means that you do not come to my house, or you'll never come to my house. In the example for dialogue I made for chapter 4 in this case, and the situation is you are in the furniture store and you want to equip your living room with new furniture. Then you ask to a salesperson about kind of furniture that's suitable with the room. You should ask your friend to make dialogue because it is work in pair. Maybe you are as a salesperson and your friend as shopper, or vice versa. Example: salesperson: hi, good morning, can I help you? Shopper: oh yes, I want to equip my new living room with a new furniture, but I'm in a doubt to choose which one is suitable with my room. Can you give me an advice or recommendation? Salesperson: can you tell the color and the space of the room? Shopper: the color is broken, mixed with brown at each side, and the space is 6 meter for length and 4 meter for width. Salesperson: we have several sets of furniture for the living room, and I think set number 2 is more suitable with your room. They are checking the catalog. The price is reasonable enough with the quality as well, sir. Shopper: can I see the set of the product? Salesperson: oh sure, just follow me, sir. For quiz of chapter 4, the instructions is you will have 10 questions. The first 5 questions are translating and the others are completing sentences. In this case, I just only made 5 questions, and not I think this is not questions but translating. The first sentence is saya selalu bangun setiap hari. Then second, Sharon tidak pernah terlambat ke kantor. Number 3, seberapa sering kamu bepergian ke luar negeri? Number 4, kamu jarang mengunjungi tempat bersejarah di kota ini. Number 5, mereka kadang-kadang menghibur pejalan kaki pada Jumat sore. Then the rest of other 5 tasks is completing the sentence. You may download it all the quiz through the Google Classroom and also the PowerPoint or presentation as well. Well, that's all. I hope that you can take advantages from our lessons today, and if you still don't understand, you can chat through my number or you can send to my email address, and you can take all the material like this presentation PowerPoint and also the tasks of the quiz from the Google Classroom. And I also have made a online quiz from the book 7. So after this video, you have to click the online test in the Google Classroom and then submit it as soon as possible. Then for the quote of the day, every exit is an entry somewhere. Thank you very much.